Capricorns, welcome in to your January 2025 monthly reading. So welcome. Oh, I just noticed some reversals here. Well, first of all, happy birthday, Capricorns. So we have the sun in Capricorn. And also, welcome to 2025. We're starting the year out here, fresh and new, and getting some guidance and information for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Capricorns out there to kind of help you kick off the new year. In the scheme of the universe, though, time is just an earth and human creation, so there's no time in regards to space, universe. But in our reality, we do measure time by past, present, future. So in the human reality, it is the beginning of a new year. So let's take a look. I do feel this like renewed, refreshed, hopeful energy coming in from you guys, so that's positive. Hope you had good holidays. I know we're coming down off the high here, and I know in the northern hemisphere we're in the midst. We just shifted. Technically the winter solstice happened the end of December, so we are formally now in winter. And where I'm from, we are in the depths of the coldest part of winter and just, hibernating and trying to stay warm and stay safe on the snowy, icy roads. So, as usual, if you are interested in a private reading, I'm still doing those. So take a look at my website, which is linked below in the description. And you can schedule an individual reading there. Alrighty, let's get going. Energy Oracle cards. What is the trends for January for Capricorns out there? First card out, walking away. Interesting. Walking away. Woman holding a heart. And first chakra, Archangel Michael. And that's the kind of the root chakra here. So I do feel this could be you or someone around you, but there seems to be a potential ending of a relationship here. Walking away from something that you did always consider pretty stable and safe, but I feel like it's more because of a comfort factor. It's not because this was, again, your kind of divine counterpart or a true long-term soulmate. I do feel there was something keeping you in something for a while. And again, it's tied to comfort and just what you know, and something that was stable and also out of fear, right? Because this woman is walking out of a gated kind of, you could call it house or place where she had kind of shut herself in because of fear. And again, she stayed there because of stability in some sense, but she's now getting, I almost see this butterfly up here, whatever you want to call it. It's almost like you've gone through a transformation and you're facing your fears and you're not afraid anymore. And something's calling you. There's definitely something calling you that's bigger and you're ready to expand in some way in your life. So with the woman holding the heart, I do feel like it for a lot of you, it's going to be in regards to love or relationship. But for some of you, it could just be you really something's pulling you as far as your heart, something you've really wanted, something that's like your true heart's desire here. And, you know, part of this is the root chakra here. I feel like you had a blocked root chakra, and that's what kept you kind of tied to something again, out of stability. But the root chakra is also kind of tied to our passions, our desires. And I feel like you're finally, you know, maybe you were more logic about like, well, I can't just go off my passions and desires and throw logic out the window, especially for a Capricorn who really likes a plan, who thinks more logically, you are an earth sign, right? So you like to feel grounded and stable. And sometimes when we, you know, indulge in our desires and passions, it's not necessarily a Capricornian thing. That's more fire. But I do feel like you're getting this like new, like your passions are being lit by something. And this could be a creative endeavor for you that you're going towards that you've always wanted to do. But I definitely feel like you're being pulled through inspired action from your passions. And again, I think like we've always been programmed to believe passions can be a little, you know, immature, or can be, you know, again, not something that you should follow. Religions kind of see passions as being more sinful, but in reality, what they've done is they programmed us to disconnect us from our authentic, that is the source of our higher consciousness talking to us, is our passions, okay? Because inspiration is tied to passions and tied to desires. And we take inspired action, and when we take action based on something that inspires us or something that really, you know, again, pulls us, that's where we create something magical and manifest things into our reality. So when we cut ourselves off from our root chakra, and of course, root chakra is also tied to like sexual energy. And also a lot of us has cut ourselves off from our sexual energy because we see that as again, foolery, or, you know, sinful, or especially if we're in a relationship that doesn't fuel our passions, that really maybe there isn't sexual energy tied to that. It blocks us. And really orgasm is the highest kind of energetic frequency in this reality. And so we need to change our mentality and our thought process around our orgasmic energy, or just our sexual energy, and realize that is the energy of creation. And that's what we can utilize to manifest and to align with things that, again, are more aligned with our purpose. So let's keep going here. So 8 of Cups, again, that is the walking away card. So this is just confirming that. 5 of Pentacles, something that's been really heavy and challenging. I also feel like this blocked root chakra has also been tied to maybe a lack of abundance or lack of money coming in, money flow as well. The Fool. But you're definitely taking a risk here. I feel like you're really jumping into something. I want to use the term blindly, but it's not in a bad way. I feel like it's meant to be. And something is really pulling you, man. There is something really pulling you to something. So this could be out of a relationship. It could be towards another relationship. It could be just, again, towards a project or a new line of work. 7 of Wands. And you're really setting your boundaries around this. You could get people who are putting their input in, right? They're feeding your ear with what they think about the situation. But I feel like you're really standing guard and like standing up for yourself. You are standing up for your beliefs, and really, again, this, whatever this situation is, you know that this is really going to be good for you, and it's better to leave something that just has like run its course. Yeah, it's definitely been, you've been through some difficulties and challenging times, and it's almost like it's your time, Capricorn. This is your time. You've been through some hardships, you've been through some challenging times, and it's time for you to reinvent yourself and, again, feel some positive, passionate energy that you haven't felt for a while. The Seven of Wands and Page of Swords, and then here's the World. So this could be you kind of trying to escape something here. And I don't feel like it's as negative, because, again, whatever you're escaping here has really left you feeling high and dry. There's very lackluster energy. It's been, again, this cold energy. You haven't been filled. Your cup has not been filled. And you're strategizing here on a way to move forward and take this risk, and maybe, you know, going towards something that's going to work out, but you're trying to get out of something else. And maybe, again, you're getting resistance from other people. But definitely it's endings and new beginnings in January for you. Something's really closing up. There's a new chapter beginning for you. It could revolve around an email or a text message or something like that. Or you could get some information through, again, like I said, word of mouth, or from just a conversation with someone, or from an email. That's also initiating you kind of looking to potentially, how can I do this or move forward here? So we have the Eight of Swords, the Moon. This to me is like you're trying to think through something that's more emotional based. Like you're trying to approach something and analyze how you're feeling about something, but what that's doing is creating more confusion and potentially making you feel more stuck, because there is some deep feelings you have about something that, and maybe you're not sharing it or talking about it. Eight of Wands. So this could be a move. This could be a move of work, a move of, you could move locations, or this could also be about travel. Or if it's a relationship, this is really about you finally communicating your true heart's desire and your true feelings, which you haven't been doing because of just, you don't feel you're in an environment or a relationship that is conducive to supporting that. And that's what's made you feel really stuck. The Hermit. Yeah, definitely been really internal about this. You've been doing a lot of introspection about yourself and your life and things that you want. King of Wands, the Five of Swords. So there is definitely people trying to manipulate you or trying to get something out of you here. And that's where you really are standing up for yourself and setting your boundaries in regards to this. And you're really aware of this, and maybe that's where this communication is too. If this is a relationship, you could really try and communicate finally. And this is like more of a serious conversation here, but someone's really, they're trying to control the conversation here. And I think it would be the other person. And they're trying to manipulate the situation to, again, kind of keep you back, keep you where you're at. Like, to them, it's almost losing control of you and potentially losing you is you know, again, they're not supportive of this new reinvention of yourself and these big changes because they don't know how to they're not willing to expand and grow either. They definitely have a blocked root chakra as well. And as yours is opening up, like they're going to try to repress that energy from you because they're just not comfortable in that sort of high vibe energy. We got flying cards. So in the middle, we have the King of Wands. So that could be you really channeling. Like I said before, Capricorn, you're that earth energy. And this is you really channeling some fire energy. Channeling that passion and desire to, again, manifest something here. The King of Wands is the manifester in regards to he is really aligned with his higher self and his authenticity, and he's taking inspired action instead of too much logical action. He is being inspired, he's taking action, he's expanding his life in ways that's really fulfilling for him and growing his abundance in his life. And I feel like this is you really channeling that new energy for yourself. You could be going out on your own and doing something, you know, separately. This could be like trying to start a separate work or business or doing something on the side that's bringing in some abundance for yourself. That's creative energy too. So this is really divine timing. There's something in January that's just, it's faded. It's time to get out of this stuck energy. It's time to stop thinking about things and actually, I feel like it's finally taking action on stuff. Because the King of Wands is like an action card. You got walking away energy, which is action. King of Swords, look at that. It's almost like there's this conflict between your mind and your, again, this passionate energy coming in. And it's almost like you could feel a little foolish by just acting and impulsively acting on like risks or just taking a leap of faith or acting on these, again, creative hints coming in. This could also be someone else who's more, again, in their head, really has no passion to them, who's really trying to like pull you back from doing something. So that's about making a decision here. So someone's really trying to influence you about making a decision that I feel like is going to be a really great thing for you, but they're trying to talk you out of it and make it seem like it's foolish, or again, they're trying to manipulate the situation here to get what they want. And what they want is not in your highest good, Capricorn. So really be aware of that in January. And there is someone tied to you, I feel like that is very manipulative, or just like they want control or want to hold you back. And maybe they see you expanding and there could be some envy there or something in that sense if this is a work-related situation. But this does get kind of initiated by some sort of conversation or email or text. And you're almost trying to do this under the radar as well so that you don't cause a stir, because you know that people are going to try and stop you or hold you back. But this is kind of, again, inevitable. It's time. It's a new year. It's a new you. You're really connecting more and being more creative. I feel like you kind of channeling more of a creative side, Capricorn, in regards to abundance and potentially relationship. So there's definitely something better coming in here. What's the ultimate guidance here around this Four of Swords? So this is almost, I feel like the guidance is to kind of stay mum on this, or don't go around telling everyone what your decision is or what you're going to do. I feel like it's like being quiet here. And this is going to be really healing for you. This shift or this change, whatever this is. And maybe, you know, for some of you that are in a relationship that's very manipulative or controlling, it could also be too, like, you know, that if you try and talk through this with this person or try and get them to try and work with you and grow and change, because you're ready for a change and you know that what's happening in your relationship just isn't working. I don't feel like they're going to change. And what's going to happen is, they're going to just try and manipulate you and kind of talk you back into staying in something that's not good. So you might have to wait and just kind of make that decision without their input and just walk away without, I feel like you've tried. If it's a relationship, I do feel like you've tried for a long time. But again, like, this person's really blocked, and they're not going to be able to energetically expand to a place that meets the new level that you're ready for. All right, Capricorns, great start to the new year. I mean, this is kicking off the change. 2025 is going to be a big year. It definitely is, with the astrology and the energetic readings of the 2025, like the last 5 years or even more have been very similar. And there's kind of that still tie from the year before that still lingers on. But this is the first year that I'm really feeling, and I'm hearing from other astrologers and readings, like, this is a big year that's a completely different energy, where we're really going to see shifts in our lives and in just the world, in our external reality, that really is going to mimic the new shifts. We have a lot of planets, outer planets, that are moving signs this year, which again is just signifying big changes here. So we're not just like small endings here or small changes. These are big changes happening for everybody this year. And with Pluto moving out of Capricorn, like, this is a new era for you. Like, Pluto was really holding you down. You were really fighting tooth and nail with that Pluto energy for 15 years. So it's like this new lighter energy coming in for you. And it's like you're finally able to, like, it's like this death grip that you've been kind of trying to maintain the old, or maintain and hold on to things that that are comforting and stable. It's like, but it's kind of holding on to the past, but it's like, it's okay to release and let go now and take this leap into the unknown, because it's going to be so much better and lighter. And you're going to create new experiences now that are going to be really fulfilling, from a heart perspective and from a passion perspective, which I feel like you, as far as passion and kind of that energy, I do feel like you've kind of haven't felt that for a long time, and it's time to be rejuvenated. There's like a rejuvenation here. So good stuff, Capricorn. Thanks for joining in, and yeah, I'll see you in the next reading.